All right, everyone. Welcome to the next episode of USS Perth Amboy, a Star Trek Online, an Arc Play Star Trek Online's. Now I'm remembering why I don't intro this very much. So yeah, we're starting with the Delta Quadrant today. Now, here's the thing. Since last I played any of these missions, that was loud. They have updated this section of the game so that the character giving you your orders is Kathryn Janeway, and with Kate Mulgrew returning to the role. So, in a way, it's going to be kind of like I'm playing these missions for the first time. Because when I played these before, this was all done by some character named, like, Burgess or something. And I don't know what else they might have changed since then. Probably not too much. But one thing to look out for, though, ever since the latest update, where they added the new chapters to this Terran Gambit thing, there's been a little bit of what the game community calls rubber banding. And okay, you know what? I need to get out of New Romulus orbit. All these people warping in, it's distracting. Yeah, okay, so the point is, this is about the time in the game where the missions start getting longer and longer, so I'm going to just...
We have a problem in the Siluran system. Admiral Tuvok is there on Voyager, and he's calling for backup. Rendezvous with Tuvok and provide any assistance he requires. There's something interesting I'd like you to look into.
Pretty simple. Hey, where'd it go? Hello? It should be... Okay, no, I just opened that. Why is it not in... Oh, God damn it. Okay, hold on a second. Yeah, that should be in here. Ugh, damn it. Alright. Oh, now it shows up. Alright. Well, let's just get this started.
Greetings. Admiral Tuvok is waiting for you in the conference room. Welcome aboard. And if I may say so, it's good to see you again. Between doomsday devices and the Delta Quadrant, it looks like we get all of the interesting assignments. If you'll come with me, I'll take you to Admiral Tuvok. He wants to see you right away.
Vinziel, I hadn't expected to see you again.
It's good to see you
I've
too.
played these missions before.
Someone decided that with our experience with that, borrowed bird of prey, I'm the perfect person to handle joint operations with the Klingons out here in the Delta Quadrant. I even got a promotion, as you can see.
Let's get to Admiral Tuvok. Best not to keep him waiting. Yeah, I probably would have picked the second thing, but like I said, these things are going to start getting a little longer, and these episodes haven't been too lore-focused anyway, so, this little Let's Play series of mine.
Sorry we don't have time for a tour, but the Admiral insists he needs to speak with you right away.
Okay, I believe it's... Oh. Okay.
The Admiral is waiting for you in the ready room.
Greetings. Thank you for coming so promptly. We do not have much time, and I require your assistance.
What's going on?
I am still under telepathic assault by the Undine we know as Cooper. He has found some means to greatly increase his psionic power, and I cannot withstand his assault indefinitely. I will need your help to repel Cooper's attack and counter him.
You must be under a great amount of stress.
What else do you need to know?
What do you need me to do?
I have been able to deflect Cooper's attack thus far, but I require assistance to repel him and gain any useful information. I propose initiating a Vulcan mind meld through which you will be able to enter my mind and aid me against Cooper.
Well, that sounds dangerous.
What else do you need to know?
I'm ready.
My mind to your mind. Your thoughts to my thoughts.
Alright, what's going on? There's no sign of Tuvok or anyone else. It looks like I'm alone in the mindscape. The Omega thingy. Alright. Why would the sickbay door be locked? Maybe it can be overridden. The console is also locked out, but maybe the emergency medical hologram can answer some questions. Computer, activate the EMH.
Please state the nature of the medical emergency.
Doctor, I seem to be confined to sickbay. Can you override the door lockout for me?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, shall we? First, I need to make sure you're not contagious or suffering from any injuries. This will only take a moment.
I'm fine, Doctor. Really, I need to get to engineering.
Don't be difficult. I'm only doing my job. Engineers and captains, always in a hurry to get out of sickbay.
And Anahara is both. Doctor, it's crucial that I leave sickbay. I need to find Tuvok.
You're not going anywhere. Doctor's orders.
Can you hear me? Come speak to me at the desk terminal.
Yeah, that's going to count towards my endeavor there.
The mind meld was successful. Excellent. I am currently trapped in the ready room. For the moment, I will only be able to communicate with you remotely. Cooper is working to subvert my mental defenses, and I must focus my concentration on keeping my mind intact.
So I need to liberate you from your ready room?
No. Cooper is trying to erode my emotional control. Symbolically, this means that he must destroy Voyager. To do so, he is attempting to overload the warp core. You must proceed to engineering to stop Cooper from destabilizing the warp core. If he is successful, he will have broken down my mental control systems. Once the core and my mind are protected from Cooper's attacks, then we can take control of this mindscape. Take the pad from the doctor's office. I will use it to communicate with you as you proceed.
Understood. I'll pick up the pad and proceed to engineering.
Good. Now we will be able to remain in contact. Proceed to engineering. Cooper is attempting to subvert my mental defenses by replacing my memories with engrams from his bioship. Until he is expelled, these kinds of incursions will continue. You may see strange items or distortions in your surroundings. Ignore them and proceed as best you can. Remember Kiri Kintha's first law of metaphysics. Nothing unreal exists.
Understood. Okay.
Cooper is trying to overload the warp core. You must keep it stable.
This is a...
The mindscape is a simulacrum. Cooper may move elements to suit his needs, or try to stop you. Certain areas may be blocked or damaged, or even transformed. Do your best to reach your destination. Cooper cannot simultaneously attack an area and conceal it.
What are you doing here? What are you doing here? This area is very dangerous. The core is unstable.
I'm here to stabilize the core.
I've almost got this. Just keep back. It will only take a few more minutes.
Where's the chief engineer? I mean, of course, the real answer to that is they couldn't get Roxanne Dawson back to do the voice work, but...
Vilana, I don't know. She should be here, but as far as I can tell, everything on Voyager's about to fall apart, and I'm the only one here. Stay back. I'm going to put a force field around the core while I try to stabilize it. It won't contain a core breach, but it might block some of the radiation if the magnetic stabilizers give out.
Ensign, we can solve this more effectively if we work together.
You are stupid, aren't you? Only people the Vulcan melded with should be here. Not everyone on Voyager is part of Tuvok's warped little subconscious. Some of us are far more exceptional.
Ensign Kim, step away from the warp core console.
I'll destroy you. And Tuvok's mind with you. Get out!
He has raised defenses to protect himself. Use one of the engineering consoles to press your attack.
Get out!
He has raised defenses to protect himself. Use one of the engineering consoles to press your attack. Quickly use the controls to restore the warp core. This will strengthen my mental defenses. Excellent. With my mental defenses stabilized, we should have additional time to fend off Cooper's intrusion. Head to the crew decks. Inside of my memories exist fragments of personalities from any person with whom I have previously experienced a mind meld. You may be able to find someone whose personality is not wholly part of my mind, and thus not susceptible to Cooper's influence.
I'll find someone to help on the crew decks. You are thwarting Cooper's efforts, ignore his distractions, and proceed to the crew deck.
Move through the crew decks to your right. You may be able to find a fragment of a personality who can help. People with whom I have previously melded have left impressions of their Katras in my mind. You may be able to convince one to assist you. Because they are not technically me, Cooper's ability to subvert them may be limited.
I'll keep an eye out for anyone who might be able to help.
What is happening? What am I doing here? Who are you? I require specifics. Answer me.
Voyager is in danger from Species 8472. We need to liberate Tuvok. He's being held locked in the Ready Room.
I have no reason to trust you, but this seems familiar somehow. Why am I in the crew quarters? I should be in my regeneration alcove.
Tuvok can explain. Here, he can communicate through this pad.
7. You are currently experiencing an engrammatic regress as a result of a Vulcan mind meld. You must assist me in reasserting control over the meld. I am currently locked in the Ready Room next to the bridge. Exercise caution as Species 8472 has subverted the vessel.
Let's go to the bridge and help Tuvok. And now, bricks.
That is Borg technology. But the presence of the Collective will not dissuade us. Assimilation is irrelevant. Assimilated Undines. They may be a reflection of the unconscious fears of Species 8472.
Oh, you're here. Let's just get this over with.
Ha! Even in a mind meld, I can still call in an orbital strike.
I will secure the bridge while you release the ship.
Hey-oh.
With Cooper defeated, he should no longer be able to maintain the telepathic link with my mind. For the time being. We must end the mind meld and consider our next course of action. Now that we have removed Cooper's influence, it is time to break the link between he and myself.
I agree. It's time to end this.
With Cooper's attack temporarily halted, we are in a position to slow the advance of his Undine forces. Please accompany me to the bridge.
Lead the way, Admiral.
We still do not have a fix on Cooper's whereabouts. I will contact Starfleet for any current information about Undine movements. Use the sensors to check for their quantum signatures. Voyager's sensor array is currently calibrated for tracking Undine movements, so you should be able to garner results quickly.
I'll handle the sensors. Let's see, where is... Ah. Okay, Tetrion damage on the ground. Let me check real quick and see if any of my people have the Polaron, physical, phaser, physical, phaser, also phaser, cold, Polaron, Tetrion. Okay, so Samantha. I can... Yeah, okay. Alright. Access denied, Omega Protocol in effect. Yep.
You should return to your ship. While I am somewhat fatigued as a result of the mind meld, I believe that I can continue in my duties on Voyager while we plan our next steps.
Tuvok, I'm getting an error from operations. The Omega Protocol lockdown is in effect.
We must still be in the meld. Cooper is trying to deceive us. He needs to break the link cleanly, but lacks the strength to confront us directly.
What do we do?
You don't belong here.
Oh, I already got my,
We should use the link to our advantage. If we can track Cooper through the link, we can then pursue him in the physical realm. Since the Mindscape deals in symbolic representations, we need a map to his location. We should proceed to astrometrics.
Makes sense. As much as anything involving mindfuckery.
Cooper is trying to block your progress. Look for another path. In 2375, Voyager encountered a malfunctioning Borg vinculum that had been turned into a trap by species 6339. This vinculum caused other personalities from the Collective to surface in 7 of 9. I entered a mind meld with her in an attempt to stabilize her personality. These people are echoes of the personalities of people assimilated by the Borg. They are not truly aware, knowing only that they desire to escape. It may be helpful to think of them as ghosts. Metaphorically speaking, of course.
Alright, I'll say it. I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Cooper is attempting to distort your path again. Keep searching.
Didn't mean to hit that button. I think I might have gotten myself turned around.
I sense we are making progress. Keep searching.
Examine hallway. There's no force field, yet the atmosphere seems normal. Okay. Unlock Astrometrics Lab. Engage manual unlock. Descaling. Please enter your stellar cartography request. Check memory of grid 124 octant 22 theta. Check memory of Cerberus system. Check memory of class 17 nebula. Okay, it's like one of those puzzle things, isn't it? I hate those. Okay, Voyager encountered class 17 nebula in 2373. At this time, Tuvok was suffering from an engrammatic virus and entered a mine with Captain Jane Rays that the captain could help him trace and resolve the source of the virus, which extended to his tenure aboard the Excelsior under Captain Sulu. Not related. Okay. After Voyager left the Cerberus system early in its journey home, Tuvok experienced a traumatic mind meld with crewman Lon Suter. At this time, Voyager had not yet encountered the Undine. Okay, according to Voyager's log, this is the location of Tuvok's previous mind meld was 7 of 9, when she suffered from the forced intrusion of other minds taken by the Borg into her consciousness. This event was caused by her proximity to a damaged vinculum, and it is not consistent with influence from the Undine. Okay. So, none of those. Right, Necrid Expanse. Area on the edge of Borg space is located near the unstable corridor the Undine used to make incursions into our dimension. The quantum singularities in that area of space make it easily subject to incursion by the Undine. Logic suggests that this would be an ideal location for them to use as a fleet staging area. It's time to end the meld and go find Cooper. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, no, please tell me... Okay, that was weird. All right.
This ordeal has taxed me mentally, but I must continue the mission. I have learned that Cooper is in fluidic space, in an area that corresponds to the location known in our dimension as the Northwest Passage. We must travel there and enter fluidic space to confront Cooper once more. He is aboard a special command bioship that he cannot abandon. If we catch him in fluidic space, we can force a final confrontation. Please join me on the bridge. I must focus my concentration on regaining my strength. I need you to enter our destination coordinates and make certain that there are no more surprises.
Yeah, you should not have had to hear me snort like that. Sorry.
Voyager will join you in the Northwest Passage. We'll leave as soon as you've returned to your ship. We need to hurry if we want to catch Cooper.
This area of space was labeled by Commander Chakotay as the Northwest Passage. It is a corridor of space that the Borg avoid because of the high incidence of quantum singularities, which the Undine use as points of transit. Voyager encountered the passage in 2373, and Captain Janeway chose to use it to travel through Borg space. This precipitated our first contact with Species 8472.
What do we need to do here?
We must locate a quantum singularity that will lead us into the correct area of fluidic space. My suspicion is that Cooper is using this region as a staging ground for the massed Undine fleet, and his command bioship will be there as well. Approach each singularity and check its quantum wave signature. When we find the correct one, we will pass through.
We'll probably have to engage the Undine ships first and then scan the singularities. Alright, time for some space combat stuff, and also some noises outside the office that I won't be able to edit out. Joy. Come on. Ah! Damn it! What the... Okay, that has not... That shouldn't have happened. There we go. Okay, usually it's more responsive than that. I don't know what is up with the game today. Yeah, that was... You can see what I was talking about with the rubber banding there. It wasn't too bad during the mind meld portion of the game, but I think it's going to make things a little hinky going forward. Okay, singularity leads to an area of dense fluidic spaces overgrown with core-like structures. We cannot use it. Alright. Well.
quickly. We must go through the portal. We need to reach Cooper's command bioship. According to my scans, he is using a modified dreadnought as a control vessel. Intriguing. Cooper's bioship appears to have nerve clusters, gyri, and structures typically associated with brain matter. While most bioships are organic, they are not aware. Rather, they are biological tissue operated by the Undine as tools. Cooper's vessel is different. It is possible that the ship is self-aware. This would explain the increase in Cooper's telepathic abilities. Not only is his command bioship able to coordinate the entire Undine fleet, acting as a brain for the other ships, but it also amplifies his psionic power. We must gain access to the ship directly. We will need to temporarily disable its shielding mantle, so we can fire upon vulnerable sections to disable it.
Find and disable Cooper's ship. Understood.
You've come a long way, but as you can see, I am not unprepared for your arrival. This command bioship is unique. It is capable of coordinating an entire fleet of bioships. A fleet that will launch from the structures you see here. Even if you attack me, I suspect you will find the sheer power of my new fleet to be overwhelming.
No, we're not defeated yet.
Bioship is weak. We must beam aboard and locate Cooper while it is possible.
All right.
We are close to Cooper's position, but the bioship is blocking transport in the area closest to the central nexus. We must find control nodes that will allow us to enter the nexus. As the ship is organic, we may be able to force it open by sending impulses through certain nerve endings, thereby causing a reflex reaction, much like a sneeze.
Find the control nodes, open the central nexus. Got it. Oh, that's weird. It didn't let me pick my... Oh. Okay, things are running a little slow here. Come, camera, no. All right. Okay. Come on.
The muscles controlling this passage will not release. We will need to find control ganglia we can use to trigger a reflex response and open the door.
Okay. Okay, now I can go down those two side paths. All right. Ugh. Yeah, you see what I mean? Okay, yeah.
Cooper should be in the chamber just beyond this door.
If this ship has a mind, can you convince it to not fight us?
An intriguing notion. I shall make the attempt. You must protect me from Cooper and his soldiers while I concentrate on the mind meld. When you are ready, we shall proceed.
I'm ready. Start the meld. Oop. Stuff has stopped working. That's not good. Okay.
The ship is resisting the meld. I must move to another neural cluster.
I must wake up my squad mate.
You must protect me from Undine attacks while I concentrate.
Oh man, I can't even see. There we go.
You must protect me from Undine attacks while I concentrate.
There they are. Come on.
The ship is resisting the meld. I must move to another neural cluster. You must protect me from Undine attacks while I concentrate.
Uh-oh.
What is happening? You did this!
My mind to your mind.
Communication established.
Your thoughts to my thoughts.
The weak will perish. Why should we listen to the weak?
You will perish when the Iconians complete their purge. To the Iconians, you are weak.
We must survive.
When we fight one another, we are weak. United, we are strong.
No! Don't listen to him!
We must see to our needs.
The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
The many must survive.
We don't need them!
The many will be strong. The strong will survive.
They are weak. I will save us!
You are weak.
What? No!
Together, we are strong. You will be repurposed.
No!
The Bio-Dreadnought has no intention of entering our space. Now we must return to our ships before the Undine retreat to their own fortresses in fluidic space.
Right.
There are no signs of Undine pursuit. Whatever the intent of the remaining Undine forces, it seems that they do not involve our dimension. As a Vulcan, I am not given to personal displays. Nonetheless, we have shared a deep connection. We will always carry a part of this experience with us. In a sense, you have become a portion of my mental defenses. Part of the ship and crew that define the most challenging aspects of my existence.
Okay.
Our shared effort has prevented another Undine invasion, and incidentally allowed me to retain my sanity. Your contributions are appreciated. I must advise Starfleet Command of these developments. I am sure we will speak again. Until then, I am confident that events in the Delta Quadrant are in capable hands.
Farewell.
Long and prosper.
Oh. Farewell, Admiral. Okay, we are ready to leave the system at your command, sir. Okay, that actually went a little quicker.
Admiral Tuvok is safe, along with Voyager. That means a lot to me, personally and professionally. Thanks. Something tells me there's more to this than meets the eye. We'll be in touch if we learn more. There's something interesting I'd like you to look into.
Well, that'll have to be for next time. It actually went by slightly quicker than I thought it would, but yep, here we are now. Fully engrossed into the Delta Quadrant. That was just the first chapter. I think they are really going to start getting longer and longer from here. So I may have to come up with some creative ways to try and trim those episodes down, because I can't keep posting like hour and 20, hour and 30, hour and 40-minute videos. Even if the last episode of the Stowe Let's Play I posted did better than usual. Still not entirely sure why, but thanks anyway. So, well, here's where I shall sign off with you folks for the evening. See you next time.